Bonjour, hello everyone. So today I'm going to discuss with you French stereotype and the common stereotype that you will find here in France. So you have an all over the world. In fact, as you know, some of you might know I'm staying in China, and in China people have this stereotype, and in the US people have this stereotype. So the stereotype of the French man with the baguette and the beret, and he's holding the bread on one hand and holding the bottle, like you can see in my my profile pic. In fact, he's holding the wine bottle on one hand and he's holding the bread on the other hand, and he has a small mustache and he's wearing the beret, So how about this, Is this really true? Is this really true? Is this a true stereotype or not? So let's first start with the bread, the baguette, This is the long French bread. Yes, it is true, French people really like this bread. In fact, French people love this bread. They will always have this almost every day. So what you will have if you let me cross on the other side. If you come here to France, you will see there are many places where you can buy the bread, and people will go there every day to buy some new bread because they want some fresh bread. They don't want to buy the old one. And it's likely that if the bread is too old, if it's 1 day old, people will just throw it away. And if you are there on Sunday, you will see on Sunday morning many French people, they will just queue and to buy their bread and to buy their baguettes. So quite often you will see French people on the street holding the baguette with one hand and going back home. So yes, and this is something you must try if you are in France. You must go to this place where they bake the bread and try it, because you have many different types of bread, and you must know that from one place to the other one, the taste will not be the same, because each one has its specific recipe. They use specific ingredient. They don't use the same oven. You have some oven that are with fire. There are some electrical oven. You have different recipes. Some of them they will make the dough in the different way. The wheat that they will use is different. The wheat flour. So this is really interesting and something that you must try in France. Even I suggest that you buy a guide. You have some guidebooks, and on these books you are able to find the best place to buy the best bread. And some of these bread are incredible. So yes, it's true, you have the baguette everywhere, and people eat the baguette and hold the baguette on their hand when they go home. Another thing is about the wine. So this stereotype is also true. In fact, if you are in France, you need to have some knowledge of wine. When you visit some friends, the best option as a present, you need to bring a flower or wine, and wine sometimes. And if you know how to choose wine well, or you know some small producer, local wine, people will really praise you. They will really think, wow, he really has a taste for wine. Back 10 years ago or 20 years ago, you had to drink. Now French people drink less, but they still love wine. Almost all French people love to drink wine, at least one bottle on Sunday that they share with some friends. But of course people don't drink anymore so much as it used to be. Before, people would drink at lunchtime, even during the week, and that's not the case anymore. Now another stereotype that you have, and of course you have the younger people, they would like also the beer. This is a new trend. But it's still true. Another stereotype, you have the beret, the French hat. So this stereotype is not true anymore. You see less and less French people wearing the beret. It used to be the case. Now in the countryside you will see some older people, they still wear the beret, but the young people, they don't wear the beret anymore, because this is old-fashioned. Maybe it will come back at some point. The fashion, what is fashion, it goes and it comes. The fashion always come back. About the mustache, so this is also a question of fashion. Back 50 years ago, every French people had a mustache. Then it became old-fashioned, and it was only you could only see this in the you could only see this in the countryside, but now it's coming back. So I've seen more and more young people, the French guys, they will have the mustache, and even more popular is the beer. So you have the bird, or you have more and more people, the French people, they will have the bird. And I think this trend is all over the world. It's not specific to France. So this is what I wanted to tell you today, this French stereotype, and I will leave you for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more knowledge about France, about life in France, about French people, and for more knowledge about French language, to study French language. Remember that in these videos, as in my other channel, I focus mainly on the content. So I give you some content that is useful for you, and I give you some content that you will probably not get anywhere else. So you should really follow the channel if your aim is to go to France, if you want to study French, if you want to live in France or in a French-speaking country. You need to know everything that I'm telling you here. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Au revoir.